What's going on, people? We're live in the building, pre-match show, and we got Sheffield United at home tomorrow. What are you saying, Cal?
There, man. There. What you saying, bro?
I'm all right, bruv. How are you feeling about tomorrow's game, blood? Like, how are you feeling about the Tottenham game, first and foremost, and then we'll talk about how you're feeling going into this one.
Talking about the Tottenham game. You know what? Yeah, like it's kind of everything other than the result. It's kind of everything that we kind of expected in a way that we're gonna start slow. I didn't expect us to concede like that. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna break down, go into the goal. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna start slow. Like I knew it was gonna be a tight, boring kind of game. You know what I mean? Like both teams just canceling each other out, nothing really going on. And then obviously we conceded, so obviously that hit me by surprise a little bit. But then when you go on through the game, it was obvious that we needed a bit of spark. And remember last week remember a few days ago when I was saying to you, like, obviously not at 1-0 down, I would have wanted that, but I knew Pogba will come on and make a difference like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fresh from injury, no real pressure, just come on, play football and change the game. So him as a substitution, I knew was going to work out quite well. But in terms of flipping us looking absolutely empty without him, that's not great signs. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But talking about the goal, bro, like, it's absolutely like people are talking about Roy Keane, realist, blah, blah, blah. I'm just thinking, you need to watch my show because I've been saying this for I've been saying this for a long time. David De Gea is long past it. David De Gea is long past it. And I've said many times, bro, that contract for De Gea is going to set Man United back years, bro. And it will, fam. What football club, first of all, has their goalkeeper as the highest paid player, right? That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That just shows how much of a decline we've been on. You get me?
Mm.
Right? And then you gave him the contract, that amount of wages when he was on the decline, fam.
Yeah.
Like, a blind man can see he was on the decline. This is not a blip. The guy is so, like, listen, I don't want to start getting personal on him yet, but I just find him arrogant. I just find him overconfident. And you mentioned it last week. He's just comfortable at Man United. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look, it's not all his fault. Well, it is, in my opinion, it is his fault. How many points is he going to cost us this season, bro? How many points? He's single-handedly dragging us out of this top 4 race, you know?
Bro, we done that last season, man. I'm forgetting. Last season, bro, we probably would have got top 4 if we dropped him.
Bro, remember what he did against Everton, bro? Look at what he just booted the ball off a man. Like, he's single-handedly costing us, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when you build up to it, Maguire.
Even before that, the Luke Shaw header, bro. What was that, bro? Just head it up off the pitch if you're not sure. He headed it up into no man's land, and then he ran forward like he was going to overlap, but then he didn't go, and then it's coming back, and like, bro, the whole thing was just a comedy of errors, bro.
A comedy of, it was just a complete compilation of errors, and it's just like, Maguire, bro, like, listen, I rate Maguire, do you know what I mean? I think he's good, yeah. Obviously, I don't think he's worth 80 million, but I think he's good player. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like Maguire doesn't know he's one of the slowest players on earth, blood. The way Maguire plays, you think he's got pace.
Bro, his positioning is so bad for someone that's not quick. It don't make sense, bro.
It don't make sense. He plays like he's Bailly. He got pace like Eric Bailly, bro. Like, what are you even doing in a position like that, bro? Do you know what I mean? And then you turn like you're in quicksand. And like, something about United, like, something about United's lack of game management and lack of grit and just that ugly side of them annoys me so much. Because Shaw even headering it like a little, like, bro, I just like a little fairy, right?
Yeah, like, what was that? Like, it was some half-hearted header, like up into the air, like there was no conviction in the header, like there was nothing about it. I don't get what it was. If in doubt, just head it out for a throw-in, bro, and we can regroup.
Bro, and then you've got Maguire. All right, he skips past you. Take him down. Lindelof, take him down. Somebody just have a bit of something about you, bro. Just to think they are about to have an open shot, and then boom, what happens? We go and concede. De Gea is just an absolute joke. So it's just like, bro, like it's so frustrating when an individual thing costs you a game. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Spurs didn't have nothing really. You know what I mean? They had one shot after that, and that's about it. They didn't have nothing going on. So that's frustrating. And obviously, we had a little bit of chances when Pogba came on and Bruno slipped one into Martial and stuff. Rashford got one lovely ball from Pogba. He should have done better. He was way off it. But honestly, like when you look at the game management and you just look at the way United are sometimes, it's so frustrating, bro. So many games we can point to this season, but you're just like, we should have had 3 points. You are letting us down. You are letting us down. Are you good enough? Like I just don't know sometimes, bro. Like so frustrating, bro.
Bro, it's mad because I look at the game and I was actually recalling the game. Apart from the header from Sonia, which De Gea, any decent keeper saving it, De Gea made it look harder than it was, the save, because it was straight at him and there was no power on the header from Son, but he made it look good for the cameras because De Gea always goes 100. With the wrong. He goes with the wrong hand, innit? Yeah, bro. He does it. He does it. Like instead of just tipping it over the bar, he goes with the opposite hand to make it look better. But like it was a nothing save, innit, if we're honest. And then like Czech's save from Martial was a lot harder because it had a deflection on it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that I mean not Czech, sorry, Loris's save from Martial was a lot harder. But when you look at the game, Martial had a shot block from Dyer, deflection from the keeper. But other than that, Greenwood's one that went across the keeper didn't have a save to make. Actually, bro, like how many times did we actually make their goalkeeper have a save for all of the chances that we could have had, bro? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It was a nothing game if we look at it, and Tottenham had nothing, bro. There was nothing about Tottenham that was remotely worrying me. It was our positioning defensively that worried me, bro, because Tottenham in the first half, their midfield were bypassing us, bro. Like Lamella was getting so much space in the pocket.
He made him look like Ronaldinho for a bit, bro. Flipping hell, bro.
I couldn't believe it. Like he was just picking up the ball, holding man off, shaking it, going through space, and then just knocking the ball around, bro. He literally looked like man was just playing barefoot on the beach, bro. Like, and that's Eric Lamella. So there was too many things about that reminded me that we're well away from what man think we're meant to be doing, even with the players we've got. Because with the players we had out there, that was still enough to put Spurs on blast, bro. Their team was woeful. When I looked at their 11, I was thinking, bro, we could really pam these guys.
Like when I look at we were talking about Lamella, and that's just a perfect example that Fred and McTom are not a partnership, and they will never ever be one. Like, bro, it was like a knife through butter between them two. Honestly, like there was no protection between them two at all. And it's like, as we said, they're both two of the same. They kind of like to chase you down and tackle you and stuff. Not one of them. So I was so baffled why Matic didn't start. Matic came on, and obviously he came on. Pogba came on as well. But again, straight away, we looked a lot more solid. I'm trying to say, Matic isn't going around tackling everyone. He's just standing in a position. McTom is trying to do this charge, and then Fred is trying to do this charge. And bro, like, honestly, like, we have to start being real with ourselves, right? We're Manchester United, you get what I mean? Yeah, we might not be what we used to be, but we have to start being real in terms of when we look at players' technical ability and stuff, right? Manchester United had a right-hand side. I'm going to tell you Man United's right-hand side. It was Lindelof on the right centre-back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right wing-back or right full-back. McTominay, right centre-mid. Daniel James, right wing. Bro, technically, that's championship level.
Yeah,
that's championship level. Let me not be disrespectful to Lindelof. On a technical thing, he'll be better than championship centre halves, technically. But Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, and Daniel James, I'm sorry, they're three very, very technical.
In terms of ball playing, they're average.
Average footballer. That's championship level. If a championship team turned out with Wan-Bissaka, McTom, and Daniel James, technically, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. You'd be like, yeah, okay, calm. Honestly, technically, like, listen, I like Wan-Bissaka for all the tackling and everything that he does, right? But bro, every single time he gets the ball, he's breakdancing, bro. Like he's breakdancing on the ball. He gets the ball, he's facing that way. He ends up facing the other way, slide tackling his own.
He don't look comfortable on the ball. Like me hearing that he used to be a winger perplexes me. That don't make sense to me. Because it doesn't, because wingers are comfortable on the ball, innit? Defensively, he's unreal. I've never seen anything like it, but it's even more reason, yeah, that you need someone that is different gravy attacking wise ahead of him, bro, to take the pressure off him, bro. You know what I'm
Daniel
saying?
James doesn't help him at all.
Oh, Daniel James makes him look a lot worse than he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at least if he had someone that he could overlap with, do 1-2s with, you wouldn't have to be dribbling. Seeing Wan-Bissaka dribble, yeah, is the wildest thing ever, bro. It looks so unnatural, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
it doesn't
like,
need to be
you know, in the oldest, just say, "I pass me the ball real quick." You know, in the oldest, say, "Pass me the ball quickly. Let me just try a little thing."
Yeah, bro. Ball like bouncing off their shins and them thing there. Yeah, that's what it looks
when
like.
They're playing in their jeans and that.
Bro, yeah. That's what it looks like. No lies, fam. It looks mad awkward, isn't it? And that's what I'm saying. Awkward. So when you got Daniel James, who did absolutely nothing, I don't even know if he completed a pass, bro. He was so bad, bro. Like, honestly, I've never seen him look more out of his depth than in that game. It was actually embarrassing, and that wasn't even Tottenham's best back four. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if he starts this game, yeah, my head will explode, bruv, if he starts the next game. Solskjaer smoking drugs, blood, if he starts Daniel James in the next match. Because what I saw of him, like, that's worth a loan, setting him on loan just for that performance alone. Like, he's not good enough.
I said it in my group chat to my boys. I was like, listen, I honestly hope that's his last ever match for Man United. Like, I'm being serious because I genuinely don't know. Like, this whole he's a defensive winger thing is a myth as well. That's a myth. He doesn't even work.
He doesn't even help going back that way. Yeah,
he doesn't really do much. Wan-Bissaka's doing everything. And yeah, I know we can say Daniel James doesn't help Wan. But the thing is, I don't even like talking about James that much because he just should not be here.
He's just gonna be, like, he hides in matches.
I'm wasting my energy, fam, talking about him. But when you got someone like Wan-Bissaka who is good enough to play for Man United, so I talk about him. But it's like, bro, like, I know we're saying that he shouldn't have to be dribbling all the time, and we've mentioned it. Not many fullbacks have to do as much as he does on the ball.
Yeah.
But bro, like, honestly, I was looking against Spurs. Maybe it's because it's his first game back, but
he looked
genuinely,
tired,
he was getting the ball in 5 yards of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting the ball and couldn't control it and stuff. And I was just like, this is getting ridiculous now. And like, you're losing the ball. Like, I saw Trent lost the ball like 30 times or something, more than Wan-Bissaka or something crazy, right? But Wan-Bissaka just isn't crossing the ball. He's not doing anything. Like, he's genuinely just losing the ball.
He gets the ball and it's a 5-yard job, innit? Like, it's a 5-yard job. And you know what? I don't mind it if you've got someone better in front of him. But I feel like all of his inabilities are being highlighted because he's got the shittest player in the league in front of him, bro. Like, bro, Daniel James couldn't even play for Aston Villa, bro. You know that one.
He's got to El Ghazi, bro. He's got to El Ghazi in them.
He's so bad, bro. And remember when we signed Obertan and then Mandé and Bellion? That's what he's looking like, David Bellion. Bro, he's so bad.
Like, I don't get it because we got a star boy. We genuinely got a super youngster in Mason Greenwood. And yeah, I know he's not a winger or nothing, but I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather see him start and then come off after a bad game than having to do all this, because Daniel James now, it's getting ridiculous. And I don't want to make it out like the whole game was Daniel James's fault, but I just don't even think he has the mentality. Like, you know, you get these kind of players that it's like, all right, you're not good enough, but you got the mentality. Like McTom, you can say McTom, you know, you say he's got something about him, he's got the heart, you know. Like, Daniel James is giving me like Schneiderlin vibes and that. Like,
nah, he's worse than Schneiderlin.
No, but
Schneiderlin had a Premier League career before, bro. Daniel James is only good at winning fouls, bro.
And is he even that good at that? Is he even that good at, bro? Like, is he even that good at? Oh, bro, like, it's frustrating. Like, I can't be seeing that next season, genuinely. And I said, like, listen, if Woodward's not watching that and thinks I need to put 100 mil on Sancho immediately, then God help this football club and whoever's upstairs.
Like, I don't know how. You've got players like Angel Gomez that can't get a game, and you've got Daniel James. Angel will do a better job on that right midfield, bro. Like, anyone would that's got half a football brain on them, bro. I've seen Andreas, I've seen Jesse, and I've seen Daniel James all play in that right wing position ahead of Angel. You might as well give him a chance, bro. In pre-season, he played on the left-hand side and scored, and he looked all right. Give man a run out there, bro. He can't do any worse than them, man, bro.
Bro, could Mata be doing worse than Mata couldn't be doing worse than Daniel James.
Especially not with Bruno in the team now as well, and Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba, Bruno, Mata, Martial, Rashford. Bro, there's tech in there, bro.
Bro, like, James gets the ball, runs 2-3 yards, then looks, oh, where's Wan-Bissaka? Passes it to Wan-Bissaka, and then runs inside.
Yeah, that's it.
And Wan-Bissaka's left in the wilderness with 3 men. It's bizarre, bro. Like, it's bizarre.
And again, that comes down. We don't have a pattern of play, bro. Like, and because we don't have a pattern, it's all freestyle football, yeah, with men that are technically not about it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It frustrated me because I looked at this Tottenham game and I'm thinking, on paper, we're meant to brush these men aside, innit? Their team's not good. If we started with Mason and Pogba, we probably put 3 past them, man. And it's calm, you know. Because the way we started the game is the reason why Tottenham built a bit of like confidence, because we started so badly. If we started the way we started the second half, bro, Tottenham wouldn't have ever got into the game.
And bro, if you look at it, right, like, you know, I love Mason Greenwood, bro. You need to look at Mason Greenwood's chances that he gets and even his goals. They're not on a plate, you know. He will stay out wide a little bit. The play will be on the left-hand side. It will transition over to him. And 1v1, because he's both-footed, he's a problem, fam. He will pull off a shot. And that's so key, bro. Do you know how nice it is just to have someone that 1v1 you can look at and be like, he can cause something here? Bro, I can't, my heart was in my mouth. When I saw him get the ball in that position, I was like, yo. Yeah, and he dragged it a little bit. But you look at it in a perfect example. Obviously, he's not got the pace and the dubs of Mahrez.
Yeah.
But you looked at Mahrez yesterday, it's just like 1v1, see you later, bye. Even 2v1, see you later, bye.
And he can go down the outside, bruv, even though he's left-footed. And the thing is with Mason, what I like about Mason is he always wants to take the shot early. And it's the worst thing for goalkeepers because he's looking to get half a yard so he can pull the shot off. So keepers can't set themselves. If he hits the target, most of the time he doesn't even have to hit the corners because he takes the shot so early that the keeper can't adjust, bruv. If you notice, Mason might score a goal, like a good foot inside the post, bruv. But because he's taking the shot so early, keeper can't get down. You know what I mean? So he's a proper problem. Like, I don't know what he's got to do to start a game for us, bro. I don't know what he's got to do.
And it's like, listen, we've only got 10 games to go. Like, James hasn't worked. It's as simple as that. Like, Ole, like, come on, bro. Like, Ole's got to pull his finger out now and just be like, listen, it hasn't worked. Daniel James, you're a nice kid. You know what I mean? Come off the bench and try and cause a little bit of havoc or whatever. But you're not good enough to be starting right now. And that type of stuff could cost us, bro. It could cost us. James even gets shots off. He doesn't even get a shot.
Yeah, he doesn't even get shots off.
He doesn't get a shot. He doesn't do anything like that. And it's embarrassing, bro. Like, sometimes I'm not even capping, bro. I see Bruno on the ball, and I genuinely think he doesn't want to
screaming at Daniel James. Bro, there was one point, where Martial got the ball. He looked up and he saw Daniel James, and he was like, fuck it. And he just dribbled and got tackled. He was like, I'm not passing it. Like, brother, and when I saw that, I was in bits, brother. He literally looked up to the right wing and held onto the ball because he thought, nah, like, fuck that, I'm not passing it. These men don't trust him. Like, Bruno's always screaming at him. If you watch the game, Bruno spends half the game screaming at him, telling him to fucking move. It's not an ideal situation, bro.
You can't have that, bro. Like, you can't have a situation where we got players that don't feel like they can pass to another guy. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a disgusting position to be in. But on a plus note out of that game is I feel like Bruno was still doing what Bruno does. Yeah, I mean, he was still trying. He really, really frustrated me at the end when he took that left foot shot. I'll never ever lie, fam. That I was like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, I mean, it could have had a 3v2 there, but it is what. But in my opinion, like, he's still looking at that game. He still gave me confidence that, all right, he's still going to create. He's still going to do his cause havoc. And when you bring Pogba on, and all of a sudden Bruno is allowed to get the ball on a half turn and make that ridiculous pass he did to Martial, it excites you for what's going to happen, what could potentially happen in the future. Do you know what I mean? Little link up, 1-2. As soon as Pogba got the ball, looked for where Bruno is. Bruno didn't even need to return it back to Pogba because he's got that 6M. Bam, straight to Martial. I don't know, Martial should have been a bit quicker with it, but at the same
I just think, the only thing Martial could have done was he could have faked the shot, and chopped Dyer. But then if Dyer doesn't go for the block, then he's missed the chance in it. So Martial just went to pull the shot off. I reckon, yeah, like if this is a game after and he's a bit sharper, he probably just dispatches of that anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that was down to rust, but like the touch he took out of his feet to get the other shot off, because Luke Shaw fizzed that, and the first touch was so good that he got it out of his feet so he could hit it. He could hit it on the second touch.
Opportunity. People were saying he should have scored, but I was like, that was tough, innit? That was good effort. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, he had to swing it with his left. It was across his body as well. Like that was.
And to be fair, it was a good save from the keeper, bruv. Like, but what can you do, bruv? Because everyone was off the edge of their seat after that, thinking, "What a flipping save, bruv!" It's a great save from Lloris because he was diving away from it and he managed to get his arm back up. So you know what I mean? On the whole, like the performance wasn't good in it. Like Bruno still looked off the pace, but he showed his quality in the moments that it mattered. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. When you've got good players, they don't have to play well for 90 minutes. And that's what Bruno, because Bruno was giving the ball away more than he's ever given the ball away in a red shirt, bro.
And he gives it away a lot regardless anyway.
But there you go. But he was having a stinker against Spurs. And I was thinking, right, it's not going to be his day today. But then, bruv, you know what I mean? Pogba wins the pen. And as soon as Bruno steps up to the penalty, and there's never a doubt in my mind, bruv. I was celebrating as soon as we won the pen.
Bro, but did you see something? This is something I noticed. You see for the last penalty when Bruno dived,
yeah.
Why was Rashford holding the ball to take the pen in the 90th minute?
I have no idea, bro. It's probably just a reflex thing.
Did you, bro? No. Them man have probably said, Rash, you can take it. What is going on here, fam? Yeah. Because we've had this situation earlier in the season. Who is Man United's penalty taker, bro?
It's definitely Bruno. It's definitely Bruno. But Rashford probably said that pen. Yeah, but Rashford probably said, with all the gas of this week, blood, like man's doing the whole Prime Minister thing. Let me just take this and get the headlines, innit? That's probably what happened,
bro. And then if he missed,
but then bro, they would have caned him. Now Bruno's definitely the penalty taker, bro. He was so calm the way he took that pen, bro.
Exactly.
He's definitely the penalty taker because that was the pressure pen, the first one, not the second one, innit? You know what I mean? So it's a mad one, bro. It's a mad one. That was.
So what do you think about the Pogba cameo then?
Bro, Pogba did what Pogba does, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? I think Pogba showed his quality, bro. He's different gravy. Like I've been telling people, like Paul Pogba was the only midfielder in the world. Not even midfielder, he's the only player in the world, that people always focus on what he's not doing instead of what he is doing, bro. Like if you play Pogba in a double pivot, you've got one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. If you play in box to box, you got one of the best box to box.
I don't know about that.
Bro, it's facts, bro.
Pogba this defensive team. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Where did he play for France in the whole World Cup? In the double pivot, bro.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But international ball is a bit slow in that. You know what I mean.
I get that, but still, my man still was pinging mad. That volley pass to Mbappe in the final where he scored the goal off the end of it. Yeah, it's still one of the most clutch things that man will see in World Cups. And he done that in a final, bro. Then he popped up on the edge of the box. You see what I mean? So like Pogba can do the deep thing. His ball recoveries in there were up there with the Kantes in the league. Like in that World Cup, his ball recoveries were up there. It was top 2 in the whole tournament. So he can do the ball recovery thing. He can do the passing thing. If you play him further forward, he'll give you the cameos like what he gave us that got Oli the job. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at the way he stood up Eric Dyer, bro. Like central midfielders in the game. How many of them are facing man up on the edge of the box and finishing inside the box, bro? He's probably the only one. He faced man up like a winger, like a winger that does this every week, bro. Like he's got special feet. He's a special player. So for me, there's nothing that I saw of Pogba that surprised me, bro. And the fact is, he hasn't played for 9 months. Man, forget as well. He's had 2 operations, you know. Man are talking about these men have had 3 months off. He's had nearly a year off and he's done that. That's the difference in levels. He didn't look like a player that hasn't played football, bro.
When I see it, I know what you're saying. When I see it, obviously he's gonna probably start against Sheffield United. We should start him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We should be starting him with Bruno. And the thing that's gonna be good to see is that you're not gonna have many people that are gonna be able to double up on them or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? You can't double up on Pogba. You can't double up on Bruno no more. Do you know what I mean?
You can't leave man free. It's peak.
You can't leave man free. It's too much. So all I want to see, listen, no one's doubting Pogba's ability. No one's touching it. Bro, how many times have we said that Pogba's ability. We rave about KDB all the time. Pogba's ability is better than KDB for me because that's a little example. KDB's not taking man on the wing, doing 1-2 step, leaving man embarrassed, and then winning the penalty. Do you know what I'm trying to say? KDB's getting the ball out of his foot and whacking in some flipping Trent Arnold cross. You know what I'm trying to say? But when I look at it, it's just like, I need consistency, bro. I need to see this week in, week out. And we've made all the excuses. We've had everything for him in terms of this guy next to him is not good enough, which is true. We bought a Ferrari with no petrol, basically. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's what we did. But at the same time, now I feel like, listen, 10 games to go. I just want to see consistency, bro. Consistency, fam. Just go hard. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Go hard. Carry us through to this top 4, bro. Or top 4.
Yeah, but you know why I find this hard for Pogba, yeah? Because people talk about consistency, but Pogba himself isn't inconsistent. When you actually look at the numbers, yeah, like when they look at average performance, yeah, over a season, yeah, Pogba's been in the top 3 in the Premier League, yeah, for the last 3 seasons, higher than fucking David Silva and them, man. So his average output per game is high, bro. It's just that we can't guarantee the United that's going to be around him. How many times have you seen Pogba play passes like the one he played to Rashford and Rashford miscontrolled it? Or someone doesn't finish it, bro? I remember the first season he came, he must have put Zlatan through at least 15 times and he missed them. Zlatan, Mata, Martial.
I don't even think last season was best season. I think Pogba's debut season was his best season for us.
There you go. And numbers-wise, it wasn't because them man shagged him. Do you see what I mean? So it's like, there's been bare times where I've seen Pogba on the eye looks good, but everything around him looks shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with KDB. When he does get the ball out of his feet, when he whips it in, he knows someone's going to be making that back post run. He knows Sterling's going to be there to tap it in. He knows Aguero's going to run their post. With Pogba, he doesn't know what's around him all the time, blood. I think Bruno and Martial now, the 2 guys he looks for, Rashi's coming into a bit more consistency because Rashford's hot and cold. When he's hot, he's flames. And when he's cold, he throws up a 2 out of 10 like the last game. Do you know what I'm saying? But we can't guarantee anything around him right now because we can't even guarantee the style of football we're going to play. Like, there's no structure to this Manchester United team. So I think it's hard for him, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because we don't even have a certain way of playing, bruv. Even when I look at Wolves, yeah, you just know what you're going to get with Wolves every game, bruv. With United, it's literally, it depends on how each individual player plays on the night, bruv.
It's very individualistic team still. But I think, yeah, as I was saying, like ballers, when you have a baller, right? Ballers look for ballers. Yeah. Like no matter what, like you can have no coach. Ballers look for ballers. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, as we've been mentioning with Bruno and that, and the fact that the media are hyping and everything, I think with Pogba fit now, right? I think it's going to add a bit of fear factor. I think it's going to add a bit of fear factor to us, which we need. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Man United are far too not respected.
Yeah, for sure. We need to be beating teams in the tunnel, blood. You know them ones, like Sheffield United.
Exactly. I was about to touch on Sheffield United. I actually think now, I think if Pogba was injured, right, I think if we were going into the Sheffield United game, like before Christmas, or it would kind of before lockdown, it would kind of just be like, we can get these guys. Yeah. We can get them. But now I feel like you look at it and you're like, all right, Bruno's now an addition. Pogba's now here. Rashford is fit. You look at it and you think, hold on, we need to be on our best to even get anything out of this game. Do you know what I mean? Before, teams could think we could be half decent and maybe even nick 3 points. So that's what we need to be doing. As you said, beating people in the tunnel. And when you look at this is the best time to get Sheffield United. Let's be real.
They got their centre half. Sheffield
United were high off the adrenaline, bro, all season. If any team did not want the break, it's Sheffield United. They did not want that break because now look at them. These 2 games, they proper look like if I didn't know anything, I would think they were one of the teams battling relegation, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? They look like what they were probably projected to be at the start of the season.
Yeah.
So now is the best time to get them. They just got pumped 3-0 by Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle are not good, bro. Exactly. Yeah, Newcastle are not good, but the Stardust is worn off with Sheffield United now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I feel like also the fact that they ain't got their fans there, bro. Like, man, you see teams like that, they're literally going off the adrenaline, the buzz of the crowd and everything like that. These men were overperforming. So now they're performing at the level that they're meant to be performing at. So if Manchester United with a fully fit squad at Old Trafford play this team without Dean Henderson, we're meant to beat them 2 or 3-0. That's what we're meant to do to these.
Hendo as well, innit?
Yeah, Henderson's not playing, bro. So we're meant to beat them 2 or 3-0.
I'm not gonna lie. I want a very comfortable win, because I remember we played them at Bramall Lane or whatever, and we drew 3-3. Bro, are we letting Sheffield pump 3 goals, bro? Like, and that's when we did that miraculous comeback as well, and we still end up conceding in the end anyway.
Yeah,
bro. I just think when it comes into this game, I need to start seeing everything click. Rash, yeah, I understand Rash was off the pace a little bit. You know what I mean? Obviously, coming back from injury, not everyone comes back the same way. Yeah, but it needs to step up next game, because those opportunities, he had the ball. He even had a one-on-one with Aurier in the box. And then he ended up just doing some random little, like, try to lay it off for Martial or something in the box. He just wasn't with it, really. So we really need to, everyone needs to get sharp. Like, we can't have too many excuses, man. There's 10 games. There's 8. Is it 8 games? 8 games left.
Games, plus the FA Cup. Right,
yeah. 8 games left to make top 4. We're 5 points off. We need to be going on a 5-game win streak. It's as simple as that. We need to be.
You have to, because you look at Chelsea and, like, they came from behind, bro. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to be confident. They've got Man City. Man City could well beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, City might have half an eye in the Champions League thinking, you know what, we can't catch Liverpool anyway, and no one can catch us. So might rest a few men. It depends on how City decide to attack this game, bro. But Chelsea, you'd like to think that Chelsea will drop points, even if it's only a draw. We have to make sure that we're applying pressure to Chelsea, bruv, because don't get it twisted. Us drawing that game against Tottenham here meant that it wasn't a must-win game for Chelsea against Aston Villa. We need to keep the pressure on them. We need to go on at least a win of 4 games, yeah. And we haven't won more than 3 games in a row, blood, in time. I think we've only done it once.
It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Like, yeah, we have to. I think City will approach it the same way, because City are still going to have in the back of their mind, they got to be playing. They're going to play Real Madrid soon anyway. You know what I mean? They still got that game. They can't afford to take their foot off the gas. You see, Pep looked devastated when he saw Aguero was injured. That shows that he's still got something to play for this season, and he means it. You know what I mean? So I think City are still going to come out as they normally do, and they really should be picking up something of Chelsea. As you said, we should be expecting Chelsea to drop points, 100%. Can we just do our job, please? Because we never seem to be able to do our job. We become mathematicians. You know what I mean? We look at this team and we look at this game and, oh, yeah. Do your own job, bro. Like, we need to do our job. We never do our job, bro. So we need to be doing it. We can close that to 2 points. 2 points if we beat Sheffield and they lose to City. Like, Honestly, it needs to start picking up now. I keep saying it, but it's 8 games. It's 8 games. I feel like looking at our players sometimes, I feel like they think we've got 15, 16 games left. We've got 8 games.
But this is it. I'm looking at this. It's like the championship, bro. It's almost like a tournament, because you're playing on the weekend, then you're playing midweek, bro. Like, literally, it's like if you're playing in the World Cup every 3 days and that, bro. This is knockout tournament football. That's what it feels like to me. Play your best team. Fuck the rotation, blood. You man have got fucking drinks breaks, 5 subs. Just play your best team, blood. Do you know what I mean? It's some joke thing, bro. Them man are giving drinks breaks like them man are in the Indian summer, bro. Like, it was 18 degrees on Merseyside and man have got drinks breaks and that. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Man don't need these drinks breaks, bro. If anything, they're killing the momentum of the games, bro.
No, 100%. But I mean, we're both in agreement that we need to be picking up 3 points. I mean, it needs to be a big performance as well. It needs to be a performance where people look at it and like, okay, United are here. I'm no cap. I don't. The other day I was talking about. Just get the 3 points or whatever. I want to see a performance this time. Do you know what I mean? I want to see a performance. Like, I'm not having. If we don't have a great performance, I'm fuming. Honestly.
But that's the thing. I just wanted the 3 points against Tottenham, but as soon as I saw the starting 11 in my head, I was like, if we don't, team was bleeding, fam. Man played Dyer and Sanchez centre back, bro.
Them man don't even know each other, bro. They probably even know each other, fam.
Bro, Aurier, blood. Aurier at right back. Like, bro, what is that team, bro?
Bro.
And then them man had Harry Winks and flipping, what's his name? Harry Winks, Lamella, and who the other you in there? Sissoko or something?
Sissoko, yeah.
Joke thing, bro. You know what I mean? When you look at that, I'm just like, bro, Come on, and then flipping Bergwijn and that. Bruv, get out of here, man.
Bro, Bergwijn didn't even do nothing. It's just on the goal, like, which was lucky. Bruv. And then Harry Kane was locked up all game, fam.
Nothing. Like, he didn't have a shot. He didn't have a shot, Harry Kane. Son didn't have a shot. I told man I'm not worried about Son against Man United. He had the header. But he never really gets change out of Wan-Bissaka. He never does, bro. That's one thing. That side's always locked off defensively. That's one thing man can guarantee. But going down the other side here, bro, Dan James, like, bro, McTominay stacked the place out as well. Like, and man took off Fred instead of McTominay when McTominay was easily our worst midfielder. That didn't make sense. Then he kept McTominay on and then put him centre back when Bailly's fit on the bench. I don't understand that. Bro, there's loads of things I don't understand about this geezer, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand.
Sometimes Ole's freestyling it, definitely. But hey, McTominay was making some interceptions at the back, you know.
Yeah, well, there you go. But we don't need another ball playing centre half, blood. Man, I've already got Lindelof and Maguire that are meant to be ball playing centre halves, and then you bring on a centre mid that's gonna try and play it out as well. To me, didn't make sense. Like none of it.
Like everyone knows what United's best team is. It's such an Ole. I feel like. I just don't know what it is, bro. I just don't know what it is. And
I don't know what his reluctance is to just start Mason. I don't know what it is, bro.
Bro, I don't know. But as I said, 3 points, big performance is what's needed, bro. That's all I can really say. Did you see a bit off topic, but what do you think about the whole White Lives Matter thing?
That was, bro, I thought it was hilarious, bro. I thought it was funny because you know, Burnley's one of them stadiums here that I always avoid, you know. I've been there once. Flex knows when it's Burnley away, don't phone my phone. I'm not coming.
We said that man would just...
Bro, that place is a hell on earth, bro, for our brother. You know them ones, bro. Like, literally, fam. Like, no. That place is like NF country, bro. Like, that's where... I remember when, before Brexit, they were doing a BBC show, yeah? And these Burnley bres... Like there's an Asian community up there, innit? And they were talking about how the racial abuse they were getting up there, like in the lead up to the referendum, like these Asian lads, like I think they're up there from them man in Burnley, bruv. And I was like, yeah, that's not really for me still. You know, like that place is wild and it's known to be wild anyway. Do you know what I mean? And then the brer that flew the plane, yeah, there was a picture of him with Tommy Robinson on Twitter. Someone found it. Yeah, bruv. So that's what man are on, fam.
I was gonna say, like, bro, like, hold on, like, Michael Richards touched on it, but I was thinking it before. It was like, yo, you know, the pilot has to be racist, fam.
Yeah, and the company that took their money,
bro. Like, everything about that is there's so much that leads into that, fam. It's not just some random guy walking around with a banner, fam.
Bro, someone had to make that banner, bro.
Had to make it. Had to spin it up and fly it. The pilot had to drive it, bro. There was so much that went into that, that it is so ridiculous, bro. Like, and what makes it even funnier is that, bro, these men didn't even wait until it was a home game. Why did they go all the way to why did they do it at the
bro, man flew it over Manchester, bro. The plane place is based in Bristol, blood. And then, man, I mean, no, in Burnley, and they flew it to Manchester, bro. I'm dying. Obviously, it's not that far, but fam, it's just funny, bro. Like, understand, and they timed it, yeah. So it was the same time man were kneeling. Do you know how calculated it was,
bro? I got a lot. I can't even lie. That is mad. You know, I didn't even think about that.
Bro, man, listen, man paid for it, and then the guys received the order, read it, and said, "Ooh, White Lives Matter, cool." Sewed the thing together, yeah, and then flew it over the stadium at the precise time man were kneeling down. Do you know how many times they could have just said, "Nah,
this is too far." Bro,
like that.
Let's get it for 8 p.m. Let's get it for 8:15. It's the right time. We're gonna. It's crazy.
Wild, bro.
Like that. But Ben Me, fair play to Ben Me, like coming up and speaking about it. That's the least he can do after his horror show. Anyway, he was getting.
He looked genuinely angry in it, which was good to see. In it was good to see and that he looked
was good.
Yeah, he looked genuinely fuming. But do you know what I mean? What I don't like about this whole thing, like Micah. Forget the apologist rubbish, bro. Let's stop going around and telling everyone in this country that it's only a minority. Because when we do that, what we do with that is we minimize the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're going around telling everyone, oh, it's only a minority, yeah, That's where you fucked up, innit? If it was only a minority, yeah, then the referendum wouldn't have gone that way, blood. The Tories wouldn't have won by the biggest majority in the history of the Tory party, blood. It's not a minority because literally immigration and all that race baiting was literally how them man ran their campaign. So let's not pretend it's a minority. When we say it's a minority, all that does is it makes people think, oh, you know what? It's not too many people. Like, we're almost there. We're not almost there, bruv. So if there's racist people in every single city, every single town in this whole country, yeah, put them all together, innit? If you're honest, yeah, at least 55 million, yeah, of them 65 million are racist, blood. Because the black people probably only make up, what? Not even 5 million. We make up 2 million, bro. So if we make up 2 million, then there's probably 60 million racist blood in this country, blood. You know, though, but man have to keep it 100 because there's non-racist white people, yeah, but they're in the minority, bro. They are. Do you know what I'm saying? Because one thing I read yesterday, and it's the realest thing I ever read, yeah, and it's racism, yeah, is the thought process, it's not the action. You know them. So just because you know that it's wrong to actually say something racist, that don't mean you're not racist. Because Piers Morgan knows that it's wrong to say the N-word, but he's racist, bro. But he says it in different ways and he uses microaggressions and stuff. Like today when you were chatting to Dizzy Rascal and he accused him of being aggressive when man was bantering him. Like, you know them.
Yeah, like, I get that. So.
That's racial, bro. You know them ones. Like the way man was treating Meghan Markle, that's racist, blood. But he's not calling her this, but he's bullying her. You know them ones. And that's what a lot of men do. A lot of men use the microaggressions and think, because I don't actually say racial slurs, I'm not racist, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get man like Souness coming out yesterday saying, oh yeah, I've seen like people in the boardroom say racist things and that. Bro, you're racist as well. You just don't come out and say it.
Souness was definitely saying, hey, cheers, mate. Hey, you know what I mean?
Like, mate. You know what I mean? That man, Bruv, Souness was there listening to man being racist and he didn't say nothing because he's like, fuck it. He's racist himself. It's just that he won't come out and actually say a racial slur, bro. Because he's not dropping M-bombs. That don't mean you're not racist, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The minority are the people that are actually racist and overtly racist, bro. My whole life, only once in my whole life in this country, I've been verbally racial abused. And I was 7 playing for Fulham and I was playing against Arsenal. I'm using St. Albans, blood. And one of them St. Albans country youths called me a monkey, bro, at 7 years old. And I'll never forget it because it's the only time it's ever happened in my life, bro, in this country. But I get racially abused every day online. But in my face-to-face, it's only happened once. And that was a little 7-year-old, bro. And a 2-footed man anyway. You know? you know that was there, bro. Trust me, bro. Man scored in that game, blood. And I 2-footed the brer. Like, literally, like, because I knew the game was nearly done, bro. And I kicked, man. And my mum was there and everything. I didn't care. You know them ones there. And it was one of them ones where, bruv, if I've only been racially abused verbally once in my life, face to face, and I get racially abused every day online, don't tell me that it's minorities, bro. It's only the minority that are brave enough to say it to your face.
That's you know it is, right? That it's a fact. But like, I feel like I genuinely feel like people maybe are starting to try and make it, bro. Like as soon as I don't know about Souness, innit? I'm with him and his views. I think he's very old fashioned. He just not, and he tried to say today, well the other day, like kind of like, he basically hinted that people my age are racist, innit? That's what he basically alluded.
I've always called him.
And he said, you know what, like even in the past few weeks, like now I would stand up and stuff. And I feel like there is slightly starting to become more awareness because what we are doing now as black people and the people, white people, whatever, that are not racist, is what we're doing is we're embarrassing them as a race. Yeah. That is what was happening now. Like every single time it happens, we will point it out and we'll show you how much it happened before people try to say, oh, it doesn't really happen. Every single time we'll highlight it. Every single time we will speak on Sky Sports about it for 30 minutes if it needs to. But it'll happen until you're sick of it. And from time you got Graham Souness now sitting back and reevaluating his life, slowly people are starting to wake up. Doesn't mean change is going to happen, but they're starting to finally see, oh, this country is racist. Oh, wait a second. My race has actually oppressed people and whatever. And now people maybe are starting to try and get their education about it. But in terms of change happening, I don't know about that yet. We'll see. We'll see with change and what they do.
They have to start enforcing policies, innit? Until they enforce policies, like even Kieran Dyer was saying, like he went on that True Jordan, and he's a madman. I don't take this seriously. However, one thing he highlighted was when he said that when the FA done the course, for black managers and black coaches and that, and he saw like all the England under 20s, under 18s, bare black youths, 2/3 black. No black coaches.
That's the new generation of young boys.
And no black coaches, no black coaches. And man was like, whoa. He didn't realize there was a problem there. But I'm like, come on now. Do you know what I mean? Because if a lot of these coaches are ex-players and 2/3 of the players are black, then where are all of these black coaches? Chris Powell's the only one, bro. Gareth Southgate's got him there. Other than that, where's everyone else?
Listen, I'm gonna be real. When it comes to Kieran Dyer, listen, like you got brought on a TV, you got brought on TalkSport, to obviously be that black guy that speaks about racism and stuff. First and foremost, that is an awful person that they could have picked, in my opinion. Yeah, he comes out and basically just starts caping and starts being the defender. The guy said John Terry's not a racist. Oh, I don't think John Terry's a racist. He just went and said the most racist thing he can possibly think of in the heat of action. That's basically what he said, and that's ridiculous. Like, you should come out there and be like, do you know what? John Terry was absolutely wrong. Everything he said, I don't agree with it. He hasn't come out and apologized. So I actually don't know if he's a racist. But in my experience with him, he has never been racist. He hasn't come across that way to me. If you said something like that, I'll be like, whatever. You're fence sitting, but it's cool. But you come out here as a black man,
defending him.
And basically said and defended him. Oh no, he's not racist. He just, my man said this about Wayne Bridge and that, and then he bit back. If your first instinct to bite back is to say something racist, which we've all seen, like and my nephew could see that you said black cunt or whatever, right? Come out and admit it then. Come out and admit it, say sorry and move on. Do you know what I mean? But the fact that he's not come out and said sorry or nothing, now hints to maybe you are racist. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe you are, because if you can say that to someone in the heat of the moment, I can't imagine what you're allowing around you. I can't imagine what you're saying.
At the end of the day, racism is programming, innit? Nobody's born racist. But if you're a white person, and you grow up in the Western society, you have to train yourself to not be racist, because the system's taught you how to be racist. Like, if you listened in school, you're probably racist. If you listen and take in everything that's around, you're probably racist. You're not a bad person, but I keep telling people, being racist doesn't mean you're a bad person. That means you actually listened to the way that the system's trying to program you. Do you know what I mean? White supremacy is taught in schools. It is. It's portrayed in the media, bro. As a black man, they even teach us to fear our own people, bro. They teach us to fear our own people, bro. There's black people I know that walk down the road and see a group of black boys and get scared, bro. Like, why are you scared of your own people, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Because the media makes you that. So of course white people are going to be afraid of us, because the media wants them to be afraid of us. This whole black on black crime portrayal things, because the media want people to be afraid of us, bro. Do you know what I mean? So if they have unconscious biases, that don't mean you're a bad person. But nearly every white person will have these biases, bro, because the system wants you to think like that. That doesn't mean you're a bad person, bro. Do you know what I mean? But also, if you're going to sit back here and listen to someone get racially abused and don't do anything because it doesn't affect you, then you're enabling that behavior. So even if you're not a bad person, you're still enabling it. And that's why I mean, when the white people that are not racist, are actually as outraged with racism as we are, that's the only time that man are really going to see change, bro. Because there's bare people that will sit on the fence and go to these marches with us and then see someone get racially abused on a bus and just stay quiet.
Yeah, no, that's basically what Kieran Dyer said that he does, though.
Yeah.
That's basically what he said he does. He said that it happens all the time in the change room. Oh, okay, mate. That makes it okay then. That makes it okay. Listen, I get in the changing room, it's very oh, my bad. I said that he was on TalkSport. He was on True Geordie,
it was the same show.
My bad to talk. Yeah. But anyway, he when I look at it, like, I get it in the changing room, right? There is it's like X-rated in there. People be saying anything. They be talking about women. They be talking about this. They be talking about that. But it doesn't mean. But the way this guy went on and just made it out like, oh yeah, no, like that's just the way the culture is. Yeah, you just say racist things. That's the way he dismissed it and stuff. It's like, bro, everything we're working for, and you go and get this joke man to come on the TV, come and then spew that rubbish, bro. Like Ian Wright is doing all of these things, and you just come and speak, bro. I don't get. I really don't get some of these ex-footballers, man. That's proper, they live in another world, bro.
But he's a proper apologist, isn't it? And that's why I ain't got no time for him. And that's why when Micah said, "Oh yeah, it's a minority, bro," I encourage, man, don't lie to the people, blood. It's not a minority. Call it what it is, bro. Like it's a majority issue, bro. However, like we can break it down little by little. But saying it's a minority actually hides how big a task that we have on our hands, bruv. It's a big thing that we're fighting against. If it was so fucking small, it was a minority, why have my grandparents and then my parents and now me still fighting for the same thing if it's a minority, blood? You know what I'm saying? Thanks. If it's a minority, then how come we ain't fixed it yet? You know, like that. So this is what it is, bro. Like, it's not a small thing that we're trying to do, bruv. So I feel like man need to address it like properly, bruv, and stop trying to make it seem like, oh, it's just a little thing and that, bruv, it's a big deal. But we'll get there, innit? Changes are being made. You know what I'm saying? Players are being more vocal. I saw a thing with Trent and Rio, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was impressed by the way he spoke about it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these young youths, yeah, like they're mobilizing now and they're using their social media platforms for good, bro. And I think that we're moving into a good period, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the youngsters have got a lot more confidence about them, and that's no knock to the older gen, because some of them obviously experience crazy racism and stuff at stadiums and that. But it's just that we have the platforms now and the ability to just be able to speak your mind a bit more freely and stuff. So
and you have your own platforms as well. Back in the day, they had to use the mainstream media to get messages out, and the media could just fuck up your message,
twist up your words. Exactly. So now, like, big up them, innit? I was surprised when I saw Trent doing all of that as well.
Me too.
So big up Trent, because a lot of people were saying that Trent wouldn't be on that, saying what they want to say about Trent without even really knowing him. Do you know what I mean?
He surprised me, bruv, because he doesn't talk much. He don't talk much, but man, respect him. I respect him a lot, bro. Like, that's probably future Liverpool captain as well, right there, bro, because he's an intelligent youth.
100. That guy is gonna be at Liverpool for a long time, fam. Long time. So no, big him up, man. Big him up, and big up everyone that is just kind of like trying to push the movement as well, because obviously a lot of it is filled with negativity in it, but at the same time there is some people that are
as well, bro, because I'm always getting your DMs, I'm always getting your positive messages and all these things, bro. Big up everyone, bro, because you know what, it's mad, because you lot see all the bullshit that goes on Twitter. I don't really see it because I mute these people or I block them, but I get so much more positive feedback here and messages from all you lot than the odd racist bullshit that man gets, bro. And it's very easy for people to focus on the negative all the time, blood. So big up everyone here, blood. Like I said, you might not think you have a big platform, but just even checking your friends when they say something fucked, or checking your friends or your family or something like that when they say something, you're doing your bit, bruv. Not everyone's got to have fucking 20, 30, 40,000 followers, bro. Like, if you can sort out the community and the environment around you, then, bruv, you're more than doing your bit, bro. You don't need to go on no marches. You don't even need to post nothing on social media. But when you hear something that don't sound too right to you, just pull man up and say, you know what? Like, you shouldn't be talking like this.
It's the little things, man. It's the little things, honestly. Like, what do you think about all the other games, though? Let's not even just.
Other games. Up, who else is playing, man? Big up you lot. Make sure you smash the like as well, bro.
Let's start playing right now, and it's struggling right now as it stands. But by the time this video probably comes out, there are probably one. So
that's it. Big up you lot in the comments. Smash that like button as well. Make sure you get the likes, bro. Bro, we got like 400 plus watching. Come on, smash that like button. Who else is playing? Obviously, we've got United. We've got United. Who are you saying, Sheffield United? What are you saying in terms of result? I'm saying I'm going with a 2-0 Manchester United.
I'm gonna go. I'll be very disappointed if we concede. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go. See, you know what I mean? Maybe sometimes I get too excited, but I'm gonna go 3-0.
Spurs West Ham is tonight. What are we saying? Spurs West Ham. Yeah. You think Spurs would have to beat West Ham? You would think.
Honestly, man, I fear for West Ham, bro. Yeah. I fear for West Ham, and the thing is, like, as a club, I think they're one of the worst run clubs ever. But I just feel like I think they're gonna go down, man. I don't know. It's tough, man. But they are in a big trouble, man. They can't find a result. Who's their strikers? They signed Bowen from the Championship desperately.
They had the Haller. You know what I mean? What happened to him?
Haller, man. This guy came with some big reputation. That guy is awful, man. There's been some awful strikers this season. You got Haller, you got Joe Linton, you got Che Evans or whatever his name is. Then there's a few others. Like there's a few. Who's the other one? Wesley. I mean, bloody hell, bruv. The West Ham don't know where their goals are going to be coming from. 4-0s and that aren't turning up. So
yeah,
I genuinely fear for them, and I think they might get turned over today, man. They might get turned over.
Yeah, so I reckon Tottenham win that game. We'll beat Sheffield United, I reckon, by a couple clear goals. Hopefully, we don't concede, man. I don't want to see De Gea concede another goal, bro. Because honestly, Sheffield United don't have no firepower, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to see it start,
bro. Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither, man.
I don't want to see that start. Like Romero, I would take Romero all day long. I'm not even gonna lie. People don't want to take my Romero, yeah, but I would take Romero.
I would take Romero. That's what I said. I said, brother, I would sell De Gea. Even if man could get a 40-50 mil for him, yeah, I'll be happy, bro. 40 mil for De Gea, bro. At that age, get a 40 million for him, bro. Slap that on Ndidi or something, blood. Man's cool, blood. I'm telling you. Oh, trust me, I'd sell De Gea, bro, and bring Ndidi into that midfield. Bro, and Ndidi, Pogba, and fucking Bruno is the best midfield in the league, blood. Are you mad?
Bro, I've been saying I would take Ndidi, but I've been arguing in my GC all day about this, you know?
Bro, that's the best midfield in the world, blood, if we get them free. Are you mad, blood? Them free, Wilfred is cold. Bro, only Real Madrid can chat to, man, bro. Are you dumb? Casemiro's cold, fam. DM.
Nah. Casemiro is different.
Casemiro's a bad man. He's the only DM.
They don't rate Ndidi, man.
Wavy. These man don't rate Ndidi. Are they nuts?
A lot of people don't rate Ndidi, man.
Ndidi, I don't know why, fam. He's been the best. He's been the best in his position in the Prem for the last 2 years.
Technically, he's not great. But for what my thing is, he will allow everyone to go and play.
Exactly. He just does what he needs to do, bruv. Wilfred, blood.
That's the thing. I personally, I don't think he's like. I wouldn't pay over the odds for him. You get
I'd pay 40, 45. I'd pay 40, 45 million for him. Come.
I won't pay 70, 80.
Nah. I'd shot their hair for like 45, 50 million, yeah, and I'd buy Ndidi with the money. Ndidi's a bad
I don't know. A lot of people wouldn't take him, man. I think they want the ballers. You know, I'm trying to say they.
Bro, you see me, yeah. When it comes to defensive midfield, that's the one position you don't have to be tippy-tappy, blood. You just need to break up the play, fam. You know them, man. That's it. You know them ones. Like, I'm more of an Ndombele kind of guy. I love techie ballers like that. However, bruv, you just need someone that's gonna clamp, man, and then keep it moving. You know them ones. That's it. And with his athleticism, Pogba's athleticism, and Bruno's, bruv, that's a busy midfield. All of them man will nibble at your ankles. Like, bruv, it's an active midfield, bro. It's got everything in there.
That's what I think. Like, obviously, you got Partey. You got Partey as an option. We need to strengthen that area of the pitch.
And Ndidi don't need to adapt to the Premier League, bruv. Man don't care. He's coming straight in and just doing this 9 to 5 thing. It's a normal job. Partey's technically better. However, Ndidi, you know what you're gonna get. You see me when it comes to the Premier League, yeah. I like to just take what I know, blood. Sometimes, you know them. Just take what you know. I know, yeah, that every game, yeah, of the season, he's done it already, bro. No acclimatization, nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? You could even argue, man, don't even really need to move house if you don't want to. You know them ones there, like. So calm.
Yeah. Somebody said Tolisso.
Nah, Tolisso's bruv. That's a downgrade for me. Tolisso's not Man United level, blood. Not for me. You know what I'm saying? Tolisso's good, but he's not Man United level, blood. I think if we're looking to be competing, if we're trying to compete Champions League, yeah, like, I'm not taking him ahead of Ndidi, bro.
I don't know. You see with Talisa, like I don't really know if I'd want him. I don't really know if I'd want him as our deep sitter like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like every single, like I just don't know. I feel like it might be a bit frail, but at the same time, I think he's a good baller. I think he'll be a great addition to our squad. Like, and if you think about that, he'll be only about. He'll only be cheap. He'll be cheap as well.
That's the sign that that youth from Sporting Lisbon, bro, today. So they're saying that Ndidi, so they're saying, bro, Ndidi might be there, blood. And I say you slap the piece because that's the one position. That and right wing, those are the two positions we need to fill.
We need to build on, yeah.
So bad, we need a DM even more, blood, because that fucking Maguire and Lindelof thing, bro, that's a joke thing, bro.
It's a joke thing still.
You might as well put a traffic cone back there, blood. I'm telling you, because there's no movement. So I'm here for Ndidi.
I'm here for Ndidi as well. Like they said, Ruben Neves, that's a good shout, but that's the baller option. You know what I mean?
That's the baller option. But the way Solskjaer likes to play the physical, quick game, yeah, and Ndidi just makes sense, bro. Ruben Neves is that cultured baller that plays that Wolves kind of, Not for us, innit? Not for the style. Not for the style. You know what I'm saying? So
somebody said Maguire 85 was extortion. Nah, that's
bruv.
It's true. It's true.
Bruv, that's some money laundering thing, blood. I reckon, man, old man, some money or something, because that's peak 85. Like really, bro.
All we've done is fuck up the market for everyone else that wants Leicester players now. Now Chilwell's gonna be flipping 90 million, and now
Chilwell's gonna be worth big
and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Like, I mean, look, 85 for Maguire is not it at all. It shouldn't have ever happened, but I feel like he'll come good. I still think he's gonna come good. I'm gonna keep him, but I can't lie. When I see him moving like he was in quicksand, or like I don't know, like he had like 10 rucksacks on his back, I was like, yo, you're starting to worry me, bro. Like you're genuinely starting to worry me now. So let's see though.
It's looking like Leicester about to drop points. So I don't know. We'll see, bro.
They might get dragged into our little rat race.
Yeah, they could.
They might get dragged in, but they're all over Brighton. Brighton ain't had nothing. They had a penalty and missed.
He saved it for Arsenal, but now back to regular programming and
back to being the normal guy he is. But yeah, let's see though, man. I mean, Leicester might get dragged in, man. They might get dragged in. You never know. Third might be a little option, but let me not get too excited. You get me?
But this is it. We just need to handle our business. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? So, boy, just make sure you smash that like button, guys. We'll be back. I'll be back after the game anyway. So we can flip and review the game. Hopefully, we just get the fucking 3 points, bro. I'm not here for these shit performances, bro. Like, I need to see something to be excited about. Right now, I'm not excited, bro. Like, Pogba's doing what I always knew he could do. You know, like that, bro.
Listen, it's not over. It's not over with Pogba, though, man. I feel like United fans we're too satisfied here now, man. I feel like we think the job's done.
No, the job's not done. But you see, the thing is with Pogba, Pogba just has a level, that Pogba just has a level, blood. Do you know them ones? And it's like, because he's got Bruno around him that's closer to his level, we're gonna start seeing more of his good work actually turn into goals and stuff now. Whereas before, his good work was just breaking down, innit? So we're gonna see a less frustrated Pogba because he's got more talent around him. And if he's less frustrated and he's playing with a smile on his face, it's good for us. Do you know what I'm saying? So we just need to win.
How many games we got left? We got the Europa. We got
eight league games, and then FA Cup. If we win, we go into the semis, and then if we win the semis, we go into the final. So that's potentially 11 games there. Then you have to think of the Europa. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we've got at least 14 games left.
I can't lie. In them 14 games, I need about 9 golden assists from Pogba, bro. I have to set some, maybe even 10, 5 and 5.
That's fine. If you're counting man winning the penalty as an assist, blood, because that was an assist.
Not one of them. Not one of them Raheem Sterling assists, bro.
Yeah, that's an assist, really. You know them.
10 golden assists. Can I set that number?
That's too high, blood. He plays too deep, blood, to be doing 10 golden assists. You need that from Bruno, blood. You're number 10. You can't be expecting your flipping box to box to get that, bro. That's ridiculous. I'd be happy with 5. I'd be happy with a GA of 1 and 2 from Pogba. A goal and assist.
Pogba puts down stats, man.
He
Pogba
does,
likes
but
to get assists.
he does.
10
however,
shouldn't be too much for him,
he's too far back now, bro. I think that with him and Bruno, if we're playing 14 games, I expect at least 8 goal contributions in those 14 games. 8 to 10, bro, in them 14 games. No, from Pogba. Goal contributions, 8, bro.
Because, bro, I feel like we've got to start holding everyone to some form of standard. See,
Bruno's a 10, bro.
Bruno's a 10. I have to say, if Martial don't get 25 goals, he can't start next season for me. And how many games we got left? How many goals?
Wait, to be fair, Martial's gonna get 20 odd. Yeah, easy. Yeah, I reckon he gets 25 though. No, I'm saying he gets 25 in all coming. Man, I'm forgetting that if Martial took pens for us, like he would be over 25 already, probably. Like, man, forget that, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't take pens. He's one of the only strikers in the league that don't take pens. Like, Aubameyang takes pens, Aguero takes pens, Kane takes pens. He don't take pens. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those. It's one of them ones where, bro, man, forget that too.
Yeah, I hear that still. I mean, we'll see, innit? We'll see, but I ain't gonna lie, man. For everything that's going on and stuff, I don't even want to make it a Pogba show, but for everything that's going on, for where we've been without him and stuff, I think he needs to just come and seal the deal for us. I know it's pressure, but boy, listen, we talk about Pogba as if he's one of the best in the world, not the league, the world. Yeah. We talk about him as like everything is high. So we got to start holding him to that standard. And if he can't drive us into the top 4 this season,
I think he will. I actually think he will, though. No, I actually think he will, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if he does that, then happy day. Sign that contract as well, boy. Yeah. Sign that contract, because Juventus just put 72 million down on Arthur, so his options are looking a bit peak. So you might as well sign that deal.
Pogba's staying in it. I think that he's going to be the difference that actually gets us to top 4. He's that good in it. We saw it in a little spell. You know what I mean? You give him 90 minutes, I think he's going to absolutely terrorize Sheffield United. You know what I mean? So that's why I think we'll beat them. I can't wait, fam. We'll beat them by 2 clear goals. I don't see why not. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's a 2-0. Now, I mean, if it's a 3-1, well, you never know. If we get an early goal, we could absolutely steamroll them. But man can't play Daniel James again. That will tell me what Ollie's on if he starts James again. Because then I know Ollie's head's gone.
Yeah. If Ollie starts him again, then he's just taking a piss. He's just taking a piss. But we'll see. If I swear to you, if Man United don't get 3 points, I might not be here next week, fam.
Nah,
I might not be here next week.
I hear you.
Because fam, I might not be here, bro. Because that's it. If we don't get 3 points tomorrow, we're not getting top 4, bro.
Yeah, it's a fuckery. Yeah, you're right, bro.
That's it, in my opinion. So that's how big the game is. Everything's final now, man.
Yeah, that's fucked. But we've got Norwich in the FA Cup on Saturday, bro. 3 o'clock, bro. So we got another show to do pre-match. So we'll link up and we'll sort that out.
That's the Greenwood job. Yeah. So what? When we got that on Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday at 3 o'clock kickoff. So we can do Saturday. We can do Saturday morning or something like that.
Yeah. That's calm by me, man.
So that's calm. You lot smash the like button. And make sure you go follow Cams on Insta and Twitter if you haven't already. You can see the ads at the bottom of the screen. You man already know the drill. Big up for tuning in. We'll be back before the Norwich game. And I'll be back after the flipping United win. It better be, blood, or else I'm going to blow a gasket, brother. I'm telling you, blood, because man need these 3 points. We need these 3 points, man. So big up you, man. Make sure you smash that like button. And we're going to catch you again.
Yeah, all right, bro. Love.